Hey guys, welcome back to EIS Alaska. So we're just taking a look at the skiff here, getting ready to get it cleaned up. Kind of a wreck after this winter. Got a lot of pine needles and limbs and debris in it, so we're gonna get this swept up and probably fire up the pressure washer, try and get some of this green crud off the inside. Get this baby ready to go catch some reds.
Yep. Yeah, excited for gill netting. This time of year is always pretty exciting to bust everything out and just start enjoying the summer.
Yeah, so we got a few things to do. Got a new battery to install and just some general maintenance, check over a few things. Guess we got to take a look at the bottom of the hull. It's got a lot of barnacles from last year. I'd have to try and scrape them off a little bit, we'll see. Guess we'll start by sweeping this mess up and get the pressure washer over here and yeah, get ready to get this thing cleaned up. So we don't have any bilge pumps in here. This hull is self-draining, so all the water just drains back here into the sump, and there's a couple of holes down in here. Water drains out, so we'll have to get that all cleaned out.
Yeah, and here's down under. Can see a little barnacle buildup from last year. Our harbor was kind of warm. I think that was a main contributor to quite a few more barnacles than we usually see on here. Forest back here. So yeah, we'll get those scraped off. Kind of hard to film underneath, so I'll just set you up in here. Watch Dad clean up the inside.
All right, let's get down here and muck out the sump. Guys are attacking the barnacles on the bottom. Might have to start thinking about covering this up in the winter. Seems like a lot more debris this year.
Yeah, for some reason it does.
So a quick overview of our skiff. It's our same skiff that we use for commercial fishing. It's a 16-foot Browns. I think it's close to 8 feet wide. Got some nice bumpers everywhere. Tying up next to our boat. A beard nose up against the stern. ADF and G number. We've got a 115 Suzuki 4-stroke on here. We bought that new in 2013. I think we got about 400 hours on it now. Super nice unit, really love it. Got a ton of torque. Great on fuel. So up inside, you might notice that this deck is completely enclosed. So this is what's called a self-bailing deck. It's foam filled underneath. This cavity is close to 16 inches deep right here, and it's completely foam filled, which gives us a lot of built-in safety measures as far as you can completely fill the back of this up with water and it'll float. You might capsize this skiff, but it's still gonna float. So it's really nice. You don't have to worry about it filling up with water and sinking. If you take waves through the back right here, you're fine. Here's the sump where all the water runs into and just drains out these holes. And it's got some, probably can't see it, but down there at the bottom is where it all comes out the back of the stern. A couple of raised steps in the back, just some additional flotation. And the same up here. This bow is just enclosed. It's all flotation except for a small locker right here. I need to get in here and put a new gasket on this, and then it's got a dog that you can close that, keep it watertight. You can put an anchor in there, whatever kind of safety equipment you want to put in there. Our console, you see, it also serves as lockers right here, so we can keep a couple boat cushions in here and PFDs. The one towards the back right here just holds our battery box and spare oil, steering fluid. The tank, fuel tank, is right here. I think the capacity is about 50 gallons. Here's the fill pipe, and then this tube running right over here is the vent for it. Let's see, throttle cable and shift, and right here is the ignition and throttle cable, RPM gauge, and VHF radio and hour meter. So we've got hydraulic steering on here, C-Star, it's really nice, super smooth, hydraulic ram, so you don't have any cables that ever get seized up or anything. So it's a really nice unit. Raycor fuel water separator, keep our fuel clean. On the stern, these browns have a tendency to pound real bad. Dolphin, super annoying. If you're riding up in the bow, it just hammers you. So we put some trim tabs on here a few years ago. These are just manual. They're just set in place. It's amazing the difference it makes on the ride. Super smooth now and comfortable. So once we put them on, we just kind of fiddled with the adjustment. We had a couple of different adjustment screws here and got it dialed in. So now we got a real nice ride on that. Other than that, just our zincs to help prevent electrolysis, protect our hull. Looks like they could probably be replaced here. And other than that, just our bridle for our tow line. It has a Canadian release on it, so the tow line off the skiff goes in here, and then it's pinned, so when you go to release it, when you hand off the money bag to the seine vessel, you pop this and it comes loose. Great little skiff, love it.
Yeah, like Dad says, it's a very stable platform. Don't have to worry about, you know, rolling it or anything like that.
Yeah, we're sinking it. You can leave it in the harbor. It can rain as much as it wants. You never have to pump it out.
Yeah,
really nice.
The self-bailing is really a wonder of engineering. It sucked to have to deal with bilge pumps and stuff.
So we'll go back up here and get the rest of these pine needles washed out of here, I guess, to start with. And then I'm going to fire up the pressure washer and hose it down inside here.
Get some of that green off, huh?
Yeah.
I can see it over there.
Stuff that's growing. Maybe hit it with some bleach, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, in the back over here, you can see it coming out that hole there.
All right, well, I guess I'll get the pressure washer fired up.
Yeah.
All right, let's blast this thing. Bleach always helps kill this green stuff, so we'll spray a little of that on there. All right. Let that soak for a minute. That's gonna help loosen up that green mildew or moss or whatever it is. Might have to pull the spinner off and get some grease in it. I really wish that they had a hole drilled in there for pump grease in there. I might just do that. Just drill a little hole and pump some grease in there. These always get stiff after the sitting around for the winter. Guess they just want you to buy a new one. You can see the difference that makes. You need to be able to spin your skiff fast, turn fast when you're seining. So, all right, start blasting this thing. Alright, nice. Starting to smell like a swimming pool in here, so I guess that's a good thing. Got everything all cleaned up here. Looks much better, that's for sure. It's pretty grungy, so just need to check over our engine a little bit. Make sure the oil's okay. We'll probably pull off the covers for the internal zincs inside that protect the engine against electrolysis from the salt water. We need to do that. A few people ask about this. This is an identification triangle for our skiff vessel. So every vessel that fishes commercially in Alaska is required to have an ADF&G number and this triangle plate. And so the number for our skiff is 62274. You get a new sticker every year to put on it. We haven't renewed ours yet this year, but we will soon. And then the corresponding number is there. And then it's also on the hull, same number. So your vessel is given this number and then it keeps it through its lifetime. It's never replaced the number. So if you lose that aluminum plate, you can order a new one, but you'll get the same number. So number stays with your boat no matter what. And those are issued by CFEC, Commercial Fishing Entry Commission, and they control all the permitting for all the fisheries in Alaska. Okay guys, so I'm going to take the cowling off this engine and check things out real quick. I want to take the covers off the zincs and make sure they look okay. We don't need to replace them. And check the oil. Yeah, so these little caps come off right here, and there's a zinc inside there that you can replace. This is the water jacket, cools the engine. So we just replaced these last summer, so they should be okay still, I think. Be careful I don't damage the gasket here. Yeah, okay. So that's the zincs right there. Scrape out some of that excess right there. And there's another one down in here. And also one over here. And that one was pretty hard to get out. Actually, there's two there. So take a look at those also. think everything else on here looks pretty good. Oil's good. Changed that late last summer, and also the gear oil in the lower unit, so it's all good to go. All looks nice and clean in there, really. Not too much buildup, so that's good. And reinstall this. Okay, gonna do the same with these others. So let's see, I need to hook up my battery, then I can raise this up a little bit, take this cowling off right here, and then I can get at this other one easy. And I'll take that one off, and the bottom one back here, and I'll just clean those up off camera. I think we're gonna plan on loading our gill nut up this evening, so we'll be sure to bring you along with us. I guess really the last thing I need to do is hook up this battery. All right, looks good, guys. So should do it. See if our radio works. Can I get a radio check? Channel 16.
This is Sector Anchorage. I have you loud and clear. Over.
Thank you, Sector Anchorage. Okay, radio's good. I think we're all ready to go. Tilt that up a little bit. Let's see, pump up our bowl. We'll put on our flush kit. Run some water through this thing and fire it up. Make sure she sounds okay. And other than that, we'll be all ready to go, I guess. So we're gonna hook up the earmuffs.
Yeah, I guess I call them earmuffs.
Okay guys, so we'll just hook up our earmuffs and get some water in this engine and fire it up.
Yep.
Make sure she runs good, at least at home. Be ready to go drop it in the water.
Alright.
So let's get the earmuff hooked up and get some water on here.
So you've got your intake ports here. They're contoured so when you're running, water runs across them, goes right in. And the earmuffs kind of emulate that shape. There you go. Just turn on the water. Just slide them on and it covers the entirety of the vent, like so. Looks good. But yeah, it's coming out of there now, I think.
Roll her over.
Sure. Yeah, nice. Let it run for a minute, see if the stream starts. See it drip a little bit. I'm not sure if we have enough water to get it going though. I see water coming out, dripping out of it, so that's probably good.
Ready to go? Tidy up my mess up here, and I think that's it. So I guess when we come back, hopefully we'll be out gill netting somewhere, chasing some reds.
Yep.
Okay guys, I guess that does it for pre-season maintenance. Got the boat all cleaned up, new battery in. I checked over the systems, everything looks good, so look forward to you guys joining us as we chase after some red salmon with our subsistence net soon. Hopefully in the next few days we'll make it out and go get loaded up for the year. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.